Hi, my name's Harry Moore, and I'm an associate real estate broker at EXP Realty. And today we're going to review 7 points that you need to know about the Montgomery County, Maryland housing market for February of 2022. Well, these are the January numbers, so we're back to square one for year-to-date numbers. It's important to remember that the statistical sampling is small, and that means that there's going to be some fluctuation over the first couple of months until we get a bigger data set to work with. But here we go. Year to date, the median sales price as the end of January had decreased by 6.4% to $486,000. This is also a dip of 2.8% from the January 2021 number of $500,000. During the month of January, the average list price to sale price ratio for properties that settled was 100.2%. So that means that the average seller, got just over 100% of their original asking price. Looking back over 2021, the highest ratio numbers were back in April and May when the average seller received 103.7% of their list price. If you compare the January number to December of 2021, whose ratio was 99.7%, January is actually a bit of an improvement. Now let's move on to the number of homes listed for sale. I like to think about this as how quickly the shelves are getting restocked in the real estate store. During the month of January, we saw 781 homes listed for sale with an average asking price of $579,000. That's a slight increase over the 709 new listings in December of 2021. So far this year, we've seen 774 homes listed for sale that successfully went to settlement, which is a 4.9% decrease versus the same month in 2021. December of 2021 had over 1,200 houses close. Part of that can be attributed to the fact that often there's a big rush for sellers to close properties at the end of the year for tax purposes. Here's something for you to consider. The total active inventory was 43% lower versus the prior year, so that 4.9% doesn't seem so bad when you consider the dearth of inventory. As I do every month, I want to remind you that during the same time frame, 170 listings either expired, were withdrawn, or canceled. In other words, they failed to sell. Now, a number of those properties were put back on the market, and some of them sold, or they will sell. But the takeaway is, even in this very active market, not every house sells. Another number that's important to watch is the days on market. The median days on market for January was 11 days. Again, just for some perspective, the lowest number this year was May at 6 days. And if you look at the trend from October to December, the numbers have been moving up, although at less than 2 weeks, it's still a very brisk market. Now we'll look at the number that's really driving the market, and that's inventory. Active inventory at the end of January stood at 499 homes, which is the lowest number for the last 12 months. Again, just for some context, at the end of December, there were 590 homes for sale, and at the end of September, that number was 1,512. Active listings have continued their plunge since September, and January's number is a 66% drop from that high. Just to give you a little perspective, the average inventory dip from September through January in the years 2017 to 2019 was 43%. So, at 1.5 times the seasonal average for those years, 2021 is once again breaking the norms of the real estate market. So, there are some mixed signals. Inventory has continued to slide, but there are also some signals that appreciation may be softening a bit. I don't think the dip versus December is anything more than a blip, but we'll be keeping an eye on things, and I'll let you know what I see. If you'd like to see the market wrap up for 2021, you can click up here somewhere. Properties are taking a little longer to sell, but the good ones still go fast. Out of the 774 houses which settled in January, 360 of them were on the market for less than 10 days. If you're a potential seller, the market's strong, and this is a great time to get your ducks in a row for the spring market. If you'd like to see one of my earlier videos about how to prepare your house for the market, You can click up here somewhere. Interest rates have started to move up, which has motivated buyers who might have been sitting on the fence to hop off and get moving. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, it's a market that requires strategic thinking. So if you've been considering buying or selling real estate, you may want to check out my buyers and sellers guides. You can click on the links in the remarks below and get a copy for yourself. If you have more detailed questions, feel free to reach out. You can call, text, or email me, or you can just leave a comment in the remarks. Also, if you'd like to see more of my recent videos, you can click up here, or to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any new videos when they come out. Click over there. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.